but I just have to start tonight with that unbelievably delicious rebuke of Donald Trump in his literal backyard. I mean, yes, today was Election Day in Florida's 87th state House district, which includes, as I was just talking with Chris about, Mar-a-Lago. And just to give you a sense of how this district has voted in the past, because there was no way that this was going to sail into a blue seat. A Republican candidate won there by 19 points in 2024, and Trump himself carried it by about 11 points in the presidential election. That was less than 2 years ago. And tonight, a Democrat is projected to flip that seat. The Associated Press projected that a small business owner, I just shouted her out, but her name is Emily Gregory, and she's going to win this race, and she will become Donald Trump's next representative in the Florida State House. Now, Trump endorsed the Republican in this race. Trump himself voted in this election and voted by mail, which is extra hilarious given his relentless attacks on mail-in voting. And also, he was literally in Florida at the time. So the list of things that are amazing about this Democratic flip is kind of too long to go through right now. But here's the big picture. It appears that this Florida seat is going to be the 29th legislative seat that Democrats have flipped since Trump's second term began. Republicans, I should note, have flipped zero, nada, none, no seats since the 2024 election. And all of those seats Democrats have flipped, all 29 of them, this one sure does hit a little different, though, doesn't it? Joining me now, fresh off her unbelievable victory tonight, is Emily Gregory. Well, first of all, congratulations. I mean, I don't think I can repeat for viewers who are tuning into this enough. I mean, Trump won this district by 11 points in the last election. The Republican who formerly held the seat before he resigned, Mike Caruso, previously won it by 19 points. You've just flipped the seat tonight. How are you feeling?
Jen, it's a pretty wild night. When I started this 9 months ago, I obviously thought it was possible. I think most people thought I was insane looking at the numbers. But I'm still like pretty shocked. We did it. We just did it.
What do you think about, there's so much to ask you about, but what do you think about the fact that Donald Trump is now one of your constituents?
I mean, I don't think all of that much about it, right? He's one of 115,000 registered voters in District 87. My opponent made, him forefront in his campaign, and I focused more on the voters in District 87, what everybody needs, what all of us will do better with lower property insurance, with expanded health care, and with strong public schools.
So you answered part of my next question, but let me ask you, I mean, you said when you told friends, when you announced you're running, people thought you were insane. I'm sure a lot of your friends and family said, why are you doing this? How are you going to win in this district? Have you seen how Republican this district is? But for people out there who are thinking about it or who are doubting it, how did you win? What would you tell them is your advice about how to kind of flip a district like this?
Jen, I love that question. And I say, go for it. I say, back yourself. It only takes you getting off the sidelines to make a difference. And if you want the world to look different, then you have to go out and make it different. I think we've learned over the last several years that no one is coming to save us. We have to save ourselves. So I might have done some crazy calculus to decide that this was a flip opportunity, but it was, and we did it. So my math worked.
It feels like it's settling in for you, and that is so understandable. You're about to be a member of the state legislature in Florida. I'm sure tomorrow morning you're going to wake up and pinch yourself again, which is as you've deserved to do. Now, whoever wins, you are also going to be voting on things. There are new congressional maps that are going to be part of the special session in April. You previously said that you would not support mid-decade redistricting. Is that still the case, I should ask? And if so, how do you plan on fighting for efforts from the Republican majority in the Florida State House? Because you're about to be a part of the legislature. It's real now.
It's really happening. I know, like you said, I think it will sink in tomorrow. I'm having a fairly out-of-body experience right now. But there's 5 representatives in the other room. So, I'm going to huddle with them and figure out how we can fight this because, yes, any efforts to redistrict are a direct call from the president to redistrict in favor of Republicans before the midterms. And the overwhelming majority of Floridians made that illegal in 2010 with the Fair Districts Amendment. So we know the voters don't want this, and I'm going to fight every day for Florida families and for District 87.
This wasn't the only race in Florida tonight. We were watching your race so closely because we'd been talking to you about coming on too. Do you have any sense of kind of how other races, are there other surprises that people should be looking out for out there? Or other people whose friends told them this is crazy, don't run, who are going to surprise people?
I don't know about Florida. My phone got taken away like 90 minutes ago. But I will say to anyone that's thinking about it, just do it. Just if we want different representation and you want people, normies, as I call them, to represent you and to be legislating on your behalf and, set the direction for your state or your local government or whatever the case is, go do it. I think it's so important that we have different voices that are more representative of the average Floridian.
You won't know until you put yourself out there. Emily Gregory, thank you for letting us be a part of your out-of-body experience. I thoroughly enjoyed seeing you process this. Congratulations again, and we'll look forward to seeing what you do. Thanks again for joining us.
Thank you so much.